What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my RB Leipzig career. Today we're on episode 7, and if you remember, last time out we played our first cup game of the season. So now we've done that, we won, we made it through to the next round, and hopefully we can continue on with some good form into our league campaign. As you'll be able to see, we are currently sitting in 3rd place below Bayern and Borussia Dortmund after 8 games, which is very, very pleasing. We've got another game coming up in the next couple of days. So just before we jump into that, we're going to go into the first training session, or we're not because we can't do it for another 3 days. So it looks like we're just going to be going straight into our first game. So as I just mentioned, we're going straight into our first game of the day. We're actually up against Darmstadt, and here, looking at the team selection, I'm not sure exactly what we have to do. Yusuf Poulsen is still out injured, obviously, as we know. I think he got like a broken collarbone or something last episode, so he's out for like 3 months, if I remember correctly. Our last game was actually our cup game, so we did have quite a lot of rotation. So in terms of our first team, we're actually pretty decent for stamina. I'm just going to take out Dembele because he did start the cup game. And I'm actually going to rest Dembele altogether for this one. Other than that, I think this team is pretty good to start the match. So we're going to jump straight into it and see how we can do.
Hi there everybody, welcome to the match. Martin Tyler here, Alan Smith sitting alongside me.
Thank you, Martin, looking forward to this.
Well, all the attention on the away side here because...
So it's time to start our first game of the day. Hopefully we'll come out of it with a victory. I think it's fair to say Darmstadt aren't exactly a top team, so we should be able to do relatively well. Hopefully we can get through here, maybe chip the keeper. Oh, off the bar. There we go, 1-0. What a start, 5 minutes. The question is, can we hold on to it and can we extend the lead? Right, good play by Werner there. Let's try and get Sabitzer through, maybe down the wing. Use his pace as much as we can. Let's hopefully cross that in. Get to it, someone. 2-0. We are absolutely flying. 2-0 within 7 minutes. Play that 1-2 maybe. Play through Kaita. No, weren't Kaita. What a goal. I didn't even mean to do all those passes, but still. 3-0.
This is a good opportunity to put the ball into the penalty area now.
Get to it. Yes, Donnarumma. That's very nice.
And no great risk. And the rest.
Stop him from doing that. Jonathan Tah, come on, get to it, get to it. God, this guy's really good. What a save by Donnarumma there. I think that was off of our own guy. But it doesn't matter, we managed to win 3-0. We did all the damage in kind of the first half an hour really, and then after that they basically just sat back, kind of just didn't want to concede anymore. So we'll take it, 3-0, first game of the day down, and we have won. Next up, I imagine we're going to do a little bit of training, but we'll be back in just a second. So here we are now back in the office, and we've got an email. Sadly, Emil Forsberg has been injured. He got injured in the last match. It wasn't an injury that was actually enough to take him off, but I noticed it anyway and subbed him off. That's why Kaiser ended up playing on the left wing last game. But he's actually out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. I'm hoping because we subbed him off, that time period is less than what it would have been. But it's a shame because I don't think we have any natural left-sided players now to go onto the left wing. But we should be able to cope and we'll move on from here. And then he'll be back within the next 3 weeks. Okay, so now we are here. It's time to do our first training session of the day, which I'm actually going to be running through myself. We've got our 4 players here. Unfortunately, as you know, and what I just mentioned, Forsberg is injured. So we need to bring another player in for training. I'm not 100% sure who I will use. I could do Oliver Burke, possibly. Or maybe even Sabitzer, seeing as he is mainly in the first team. I think that we shall train up Marcel Sabitzer. We'll chuck him in there, and we will put him on some dribbling. Or instead, actually, we'll put him on passing, seeing as he will be feeding through the strikers quite a lot. So we are going to put him on through balls, just a nice, relatively easy drill, and let's get straight into training. After training, as you can see, we've just got all of our results in, and we managed to get 3 A's and a B, which is very good. I only just got a B on sharpshooting with Selkirk. It was a bit of a struggle actually today, but we still managed to get a good enough grade, and our players are improving very nicely. So it is that time of the month again where we get our scout reports coming in from Albert Zimmerman, and I can't even remember who our other scout is, but we'll get onto him in just a second. As you can see, one of the players actually did get signed up by another club, which doesn't really matter too much because his potential was relatively high, but not massively high. In terms of all of the other players that we've got, I think a lot of them, they are more or less like the second or third week we've scouted them, so we're definitely getting a better idea of the players. Some of them are actually very, very good, especially like this guy, Stefan Brandt. He's got between 74 and 94 potential, as you can see, but he can basically play 5 different positions, so that looks good. See, we don't really need a keeper at the moment, so that's why we won't probably get Daniel Garoon. I've probably said his name horribly wrong, but in the meantime, I think we'll go for Michael Graff. We'll sign him up, just get him into the youth academy, and I think it was, I can't remember who else I said a second ago. Sorry, Sebastian Schwartz. You are gone, my friend. Herbert Braun. We'll get him in as well. Other than that, I think we'll leave it for the second, but let's go and have a look how our Brazilians are doing. Okay, so Clement Benko has brought us his next scout report. I'm just going to get rid of the players that really aren't that good or up to the quality that we want, which is actually quite a few from the Brazilians. I think it's because his scouting ability isn't as high as some of the others. So, see, we have 3 players here, and the 2 best guys, you'd say, are both keepers, which we really don't need. So I think we're actually going to leave the Brazilians here without signing anyone today. But next up, we can just go and have a look directly at our youth team and see how all the players are doing in there. Okay, so now we are into our actual youth team, our youth squad, the youngsters that belong to us. And looking at some of the players, we're actually getting a lot more information about their ability. Turns out Igor Cardoso can actually only go up to a potential of 84, which is a bit of a shame at the moment, and Alessandro Branco can only go up to an 82. So obviously they are good, but that's possibly the maximum rating they'll go to, so we're actually going to release him. And what was the other guy? Igor Cardoso. To be fair, our Brazilians really haven't been coming through. All of our best guys have been Germans so far. Herbert Schneider, he's only 15, but his potential's minimum between 77 and 91. A lot of these players are very good, so I don't even think we can bring up Schneider yet. He'd most likely be the first one that we're going to bring up, but can't do anything as of yet, so we're just going to carry on and see what we can do. I just read my other email, and it turns out that Will Auburn actually got injured last time we did training. He's got a hyperextended knee, so he's out for 3 weeks. So we'll just have to replace him, most likely with Papadopoulos. And then I imagine that Auburn and Forsberg will return more or less around the same time, so that should be kind of a double boost for us. Alright, so now it's time for us to get on with our second match of the day. We're up against FC Mainz, and in terms of the team, as you know, Forsberg is out, and also Willie Auburn is out, so it automatically has put Compa into the team, but we're actually going to start Papadopoulos, obviously because his rating is a lot better, so we'll chuck him in there. Dembele's back into the team. However, I'm actually going to start Kaiser on the bench, Dembele on the left, and then Burke up top instead. Werner did a good enough job to keep his position up front. And I think other than that, I might put a youngster, Mayer. I'm going to chuck Mayer onto the bench so that we can possibly bring him on later if we're in a position to. Other than that, I think we are good to go. So we're going to jump into the match and hopefully get our second win of the day.
Game for you today. I'm Martin Tyler, Alan Smith is with me. We're both really looking forward to describing it for you. It's going to be very tough for the opposition today to break down the home team's defence.
Second game of the day. Hopefully we can win. I think we'll even go top if we manage to do it. Let's get that ball out to Kaita. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it. Maybe Sanchez can get a shot off. Took a deflection on the way, never mind. Let's go Werner, try and get a shot off along the ground. It's weak, but it doesn't matter because Sabitz is there to make it 1-0. Let's try and get Werner through the lines there. Let's try and cut in, get a shot off maybe. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh, and again with Burke. Try and cross that. Someone. Kaita, 2-0. Oh, we're playing so well right now. Come on, Wider. Outpace your man. Chip it up, someone. 3-0. Oh, we're just playing so good. Oh, that was so unlucky. The way it landed as well. Come on, Dembele. Someone get the ball back. Oh, we've got an injured player by the looks of it. But that's Dembele. Oh, it's always our left-sided winger. Okay, so there we go. Our second game of the day, we managed to score 3 goals again. This time we did concede one as well, so it was 3-1. But it's another victory, and I believe it puts us top of the table. Okay, so we seem to be very unlucky at the moment with injuries. Ousmane Dembele got injured in the last game, as you would have seen, and he's actually out for 8 weeks. We seem to be pretty much cursed on that left-hand side. So I'm not sure who I'm going to put out there next, but it's very, very disappointing because that 8 weeks is a very long time. Like, he's not going to be back until after Christmas in the January transfer window. So we're just going to have to try and do our best to push on from here and keep up our good form in the league. So after we got over the disappointment of the injury, and that's about it really, just the injuries, it's time for training once again. I'm just going to simulate this quickly. Hopefully we can get some good results, and we'll find out right now that they weren't too bad. Torben Mayer wasn't great, but as you can see, our players are improving quite a bit. Sabitz is just about to improve a lot due to his 2 stats being very close to going up to 72. And other than that, I think we are good. We're going to go a couple more days and then jump into our last match of the day. So it is finally time for us to play our last game of the day. We actually just got an email to say that Auburn is back in training, but obviously we don't want to rush him in. And Forsberg as well. So that 3 weeks actually went very quickly. We're not actually going to play them just yet because we don't want to kind of aggravate the injury. And Oliver Burke asked if he could play this game anyway, so he's going to get that request. We're going to chuck him in. I think other than that, we're going to stay consistent with our starting 11. We don't need to bring anyone else in, seeing as we are up against Bayer Leverkusen. It should be a very, very difficult game. So I think we're going to leave the team like that, get into the match. Hopefully come out of today after 3 games with 3 victories.
Hi there everybody, delighted to have you along for the ride for this game. Alan Smith has joined me in the commentary position. Match here, Bayer Leverkusen against Leipzig.
We're a little bit restricted by injuries at this current moment in time, but that doesn't mean we're not capable of winning, seeing as we are top of the table.
He's been in tremendous form recently.
Oh my god, Lars Bender's ripped us to shreds. Didn't think I'd be saying that this game. Let's release Burke down the wing. I see Werner in the middle. Let's try and pick him out. Come on, Burke. Get to it, get to it, get to it. Oh, that was such a poor shot. Come on, Kaiser. Get the ball in. Someone get a head to it. Oh, what a goal. The headed goals are flying in for us now. I think that's like 3 in the last 2 games. Nice, nice. Come on, Sabitzer. Keep on going, keep on going. That's a foul. Thank you. Right, let's try. We should be able to score, he says. If that's enough power. Oh, maybe not. Surely not. Is that Burke? Oh, it is. It is. It's the curse of the left wing. Never mind. Okay, we're Forsberg's back at least, so he's on. But still, the curse of the left wing has started.
I'm encouraged to put the ball out. It's stopped because the referee says this player needs some treatment. Even that's the way it's looked to us as a game, and the possession stats certainly.
Oh, come on. I thought I got the ball there. We're being sloppy. It's fine. It's only a yellow. Might need to make a sub though. Right, so we're playing it safe. We've taken off both our yellow carded players because I really want to win this game. Oh, get to it, get to it, get to it. Oh, Sanchez. Oh my god, that was so close. I thought he was going to take it earlier.
But he's been stopped.
For sure, should have been 2-0 right there. Come on. Oh. How is Toprak all the way up there? Oh, what a tackle. We've made some absolutely fantastic tackles today. But anyway, ignoring the tackles, we did draw 1-1. It would have been nice to get the 3rd win of the day, considering our form. But doesn't matter, we were away from home and we still managed to get a point against Leverkusen. And in other news, we've discovered the curse of the left wing. I think that's our 3rd player today alone on the left wing that's got injured. So don't really know what we're going to do with that. I think we're just kind of stuck with it for the rest of this career. But never mind, we should still be at the top of the table, or at least close to the top. So that is very pleasing, and we'll continue on from here. So this is the state of affairs at the moment regarding injuries. Forsberg has just come back and was on the left wing. Then we decided to place him with Ousmane Dembele on the left wing. He also got injured, and most recently we have played Oliver Burke on the left wing, and he also got injured. To be fair, I think Poulsen may also have been on the left wing. So that's 4 players, most likely, at least 3, that have been injured from playing on the left wing. So we're definitely cursed, basically. That is the left wing curse of Red Bull Leipzig, which is interesting because now I'm scared to play players over there. But in other news, we are at the top of the table. Dortmund were playing Bayern, and I'm not sure what the result was, but we are leading. So after 11 games, we are flying in the league. Didn't think we'd be doing this well, but we are. So I think that is a good point to leave for today. Remember to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Leave me any comments, telling me whatever you want. Anything, if you like the series, stuff like that. Sorry for not getting this video out a little bit sooner. I've had a lot of stuff to do, like with university and all that kind of stuff, so it's been very hard to get videos out. Modern Warfare Remastered is out today, so I'm probably going to be playing quite a bit of that. I might upload some gameplay if you want to see it. I might even try and live stream. I've been attempting to sort out settings for that, so if you want to see that as well, let me know. And then I'm also, lastly, just going to finish off the journey. Like, I'm going to do bite-sized episodes instead that are kind of 1 or 2 minutes, oh sorry, not 1 or 2 minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes long max, just to get it out of the way because I want to get that finished. So yeah, if you did enjoy, as I said, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all on the next video.